Could this tiny copper coin, a 1937 wheat penny with no mint mark, be worth over $1.8 million today? Money mouth face sounds insane, right? But here's the thing, certain coins, especially with rare errors or unique traits, have fetched unbelievable prices at auction, and the 1937 wheat penny is one of them. In this video, we'll break down why this coin is special, what to look for, and how to tell if you're sitting on a hidden treasure. So grab your coin jar, let's dive in. The 1937 wheat penny, part of the beloved Lincoln cents series, was minted during the Great Depression era. Most of these were made at the Philadelphia Mint, which means they don't have a mint mark. In total, over 309 million of these were struck. That makes them common, but not all 1937 cents are created equal. A regular 1937 penny in circulated condition? Maybe worth a few cents. A pristine, uncirculated one? Could be $1 to $50. But a rare error version or high-grade specimen? That's where things get wild. To be clear, no standard 1937 penny has officially sold for that much, but certain error coins or proof-like high-grade examples have been rumored or speculated to be worth up to 7 figures due to rarity, condition, and collector demand. Lincoln's profile or the date appears doubled. The coin isn't perfectly aligned. Rare on Philly coins, but possible on Denver/San Francisco. Weird raised lines or blobs. Combine one of those errors with a coin in mint state 67 or higher, and suddenly, you're looking at 5, 6, or even 7 figures at auction. It's rare, but it has happened with other Lincoln cents. Want to know if you've got a gem in your hands? Here's what to do. Check the date in Lincoln's profile for doubling or errors, crisp details, red luster, no scratches equals more value. Compare with grading guides or send it to a pro like PCGS or NGC. Certified coins always fetch higher prices. Most 1937 wheat pennies won't make you a millionaire, but some just might. Especially if you find an error or a pristine high-grade version. So next time you're digging through old jars or estate sales, keep your eyes peeled. That little penny might just change your life. Smash the like button if you learn something new, and don't forget to subscribe for more crazy coin finds and hidden treasures. Got an old penny you think might be rare? Drop a comment below, I read every one. We're diving into one of the most legendary pennies ever discovered, the 1944 no-mint mark wheat penny that's supposedly worth $1.7 million. Moneybag, is it real? Is it a myth? Let's find out. You might have one of these right now and not even realize it. A plain old Lincoln wheat penny from 1944, no mint mark, brown, worn, maybe sitting in your junk drawer. But what if I told you it could be one of the rarest coins ever made, and worth more than a Lamborghini? Stick around, because I'll tell you exactly what to look for, and why some 1944 pennies are worth pennies, and others are literal treasure. In 1944, the U.S. Mint struck billions of Lincoln cents. Most were made from recycled copper due to the end of wartime steel production. These pennies usually came from Philadelphia, which means no mint mark under the date, or from Denver and San Francisco, with D or S mint marks. But here's the twist, while most were copper, a tiny handful were mistakenly struck on leftover steel planchets from 1943. That's the key. One of these mistakes turned into a legend. A 1944 penny, with no mint mark, struck on a steel planchet instead of copper. Only a few are known to exist. In pristine condition, one sold for $1.7 million at auction. That's no typo. 1.7 million. Steel pennies stick to magnets. Copper ones don't. So if you've got a 1944 penny and it sticks to a magnet, don't spend it. Means it came from Philadelphia. Use a magnet. If it sticks, that's a big sign. Steel pennies weigh about 2.7 grams, copper ones are 3.11 grams. Steel coins often have a silvery gray tone unless they've rusted. If you've got all 5 of these signs, stop everything and get it authenticated by a trusted coin grading service like PCGS or NGC. Some fakes are out there. People coat 1944 copper pennies with zinc to make them look steel. But professionals can spot the difference fast. Never sell to a shady buyer or pawn shop before getting it properly graded, or you could lose out on thousands or millions. So, do you have the $1,000,000 penny? Check your piggy bank, junk drawer, or that jar on grandma's shelf. You never know. Smash the like button if you learn something new, and hit subscribe so you don't miss our next video. We're hunting a 1972 double die next. 1945 no mint mark Lincoln wheat cent, and what makes certain ones insanely valuable. Don't skip a second, yours could be the next jackpot. In 1945, over 1 billion Lincoln wheat pennies were minted in Philadelphia. That's the version without a mint mark. They're made of 95% copper, 5% tin and zinc, and they weigh 3.11 grams. Sounds common, right? So how could one be worth over $1 million? Most 1945 pennies are worth just 5 to 25 cents in circulated condition. Even uncirculated ones go for $1 to $5. But here's the twist: a small number of error coins or rare varieties from that year have sold for thousands, and yes, one even reportedly reached $1.8 million. But be warned, these cases are extremely rare and often misunderstood. Here's what separates a regular penny from a jackpot: off-center strikes, worth up to $500 depending on the severity, especially noticeable on the date or liberty. Even though 1945 from Philly has no mint mark, some unusual cases may still show anomalies. A 1945 wheat penny struck on a silver dime planchet? That could be worth tens of thousands. And then, the unconfirmed rumor: a unique 1945 penny struck in bronze with unusual characteristics and full red color that allegedly sold privately for $1.8 million. While this claim isn't fully verified, it did spark serious interest in 1945 cents. Always have your coins checked by a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC. Want to check if you've got a winner? Follow these steps to grab a magnifying glass or digital microscope. Weigh the coin. Standard is 3.11 grams. Look for doubling, off-centers, or strange surfaces. Compare with verified listings on PCGS.com or Heritage Auctions. Consider getting it professionally graded. Coins in MS65 plus red condition can fetch serious cash. Not every 1945 penny is rare. Most are worth just a few cents, but if yours has a major error or is in near perfect condition, it could be worth hundreds or thousands. And yes, that legendary $1.8 million penny may still be out there or in your collection. So what are you waiting for? Go check your change. 1946 with NO mint mark has shocked collectors by selling for an astronomical amount. In this video, we'll dive into what makes this penny so special, how you can spot one, and what you should do if you find it. The 1946 wheat penny was struck just after World War II, a time when millions of coins were minted. Most were made in Philadelphia, which means no mint mark. So why are some of these ordinary-looking pennies worth a fortune? A rare 1946 penny shocked the numismatic world when it fetched $1.9 million at a private auction. But here's the twist: it wasn't just the date or the mint mark, it was a combination of extreme rarity, a jaw-dropping error, and pristine condition. What made this penny special? It had a rare off-metal strike error. It was accidentally struck on a silver planchet, likely leftover from wartime minting. That means it was a penny made on the wrong metal. This kind of minting mistake is extremely rare. Combine that with its near-perfect condition, graded MS67+, and you have a true unicorn of the coin world. Here's what to look for in your change jar or coin collection: no mint mark below the date, that's Philadelphia, a 1946 wheat reverse, unusual color or shine, silver instead of copper, and if possible, weigh it. A silver planchet is lighter than a copper one. Most 1946 wheat pennies are worth only a few cents to a couple dollars. But those with rare errors, perfect grades, or unusual features? They can fetch thousands or even millions. Now you know, a simple 1946 penny could be hiding a fortune. So before you toss out your spare change, take a closer look. You never know, you might be sitting on $1 million mistake. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more coin collecting secrets, and drop a comment if you've ever found a rare coin. Pin a comment with a link to coin grading services. 1951 really be worth over $1.6 million? Sounds crazy, right? But wait until you hear the full story, because there's a lot more to it than just the date and mint mark. People are digging through jars and old drawers looking for this so-called $1 million penny. But is the 1951 wheat penny really a hidden fortune or just another viral myth? Stick around, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly which pennies are actually valuable, and which ones aren't worth more than a cent. Let's start with the basics. The wheat penny, also called the Lincoln wheat cent, was minted from 1909 to 1958. The S mint mark means it was made in San Francisco. In 1951, over 136 million of these were produced. That's a lot, so most 1951's pennies are only worth a few cents today. So where does that $1.6 million number come from? In recent years, videos and posts have gone viral claiming a 1951's penny sold for $1.6 million. But here's the truth, there is no verified auction or sale confirming that amount. What likely happened? A mix-up with rare coin sales, clickbait headlines, and maybe some confusion with other dates like the 1943 copper penny or 1909 SVDB, those are truly rare. A typical 1951's penny in circulated condition is worth 3 to 10 cents. A very nice uncirculated one? Maybe $1 to $5. The best condition MS67 red can sell for $100 to $300, sometimes more at auction. But not $1.6 million. That's reserved for truly rare errors or low mintage coins. If you're hunting for treasure in your change, here's what to look for: a double die errors, especially on the date or Liberty, repunched mint marks, off-center strikes, coins in mint state red, MS65 plus or higher. Condition and errors are everything when it comes to value. Have a 1951's wheat penny? Check its condition and look for errors, then check auction records before dreaming of millions. Smash that like button if you love coin collecting, and drop a comment below. What's the most valuable coin you've ever found? And don't forget to subscribe for more rare coin facts and collecting tips. 1951 wheat penny was minted in Philadelphia, which traditionally didn't use a mint mark at that time. It's made of 95% copper, 5% tin and zinc, and hundreds of millions were produced. So why would any of these be worth a fortune? Rumors have swirled for years about a 1951 penny fetching over $1.7 million at a private auction, supposedly due to a unique mint error or some rare variation that made it one of a kind. While there's no official record of this sale in major auction houses like Heritage or Stacksbauer's, the legend persists. In general, a coin's value skyrockets when it has a rare minting error, a very small surviving population in pristine condition, historical or collector significance, or when someone's willing to pay a massive premium for it. Some of the most valuable coins ever sold were seemingly ordinary until a magnifying glass revealed the magic. Like the 1943 copper penny, or double die coins from 1955 and 1969. Most 1951 no mint mark wheat pennies in circulated condition are worth just 3 to 10 cents. In uncirculated condition? Maybe up to $5 to $15 if it's pristine. However, if you believe you have a mint error, like a double die or off-metal strike, that's when things get exciting. Professional grading from PCGS or NGC can make all the difference. So, is there really a $1.7 million 1951 wheat penny out there? Maybe. But unless yours has a documented rare error or is in mint state condition, it's more likely a cool piece of history than a $1 million payday. Still, don't toss that penny just yet. The next great coin discovery might just be hiding in your pocket change. 1957 no mint mark wheat penny reportedly sold for a jaw-dropping $1.7 million. But is it real? Today, we're diving into the truth behind this mysterious coin, how to spot a rare one, and what collectors are really paying for these cents. The 1957 wheat penny was minted in the tens of millions. Specifically, over 282 million came out of the Philadelphia Mint, which is why there's no mint mark. They're common, but that doesn't mean they're worthless. They're part of the beloved Lincoln Wheat series, which ran from 1909 to 1958 and are known for the two wheat stalks on the reverse. Now, let's talk about that $1.7 million story. There have been rumors online and even fake auction listings claiming that a 1957 no mint mark penny sold for that amount. But here's the deal, there's no verified sale record to support it. However, there are 1957 wheat pennies that have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars. The secret? Mint errors and flawless condition. If your 1957 penny has one of these rare features, it could be worth serious cash, doubling in the date or lettering. Where the design is noticeably off. A die crack between the B and E in Liberty, like MS67 red certified by PCGS or NGC. A pristine, red luster penny with no flaws can be extremely rare and sought after by collectors. So how can you tell if your penny is worth more than 1 cent? Here's what to do. Look for errors using a magnifier. Check its color red, red-brown, or browned out if it looks uncirculated. Consider getting it graded. Compare recent sales on PCGS, Heritage Auctions, or eBay, sold listings only. Have a 1957 wheat penny at home? Drop a comment with what you find. Who knows, you might be sitting on a hidden gem. And if you love coin collecting, hit that like button, subscribe for more rare coin videos, and don't forget to ring the bell to never miss a drop. 1957 D wheat penny hiding in your coin jar be worth $1.8 million? Yes, you heard that right. One of these humble copper coins reportedly sold for that jaw-dropping amount. But what makes it so special? Let's dive into the wild world of rare pennies, mint errors, and million-dollar surprises. The 1957 D wheat penny was minted in Denver, and over 1 billion of them were struck. That makes it a common coin, or so you'd think. In most cases, this penny is worth just 2 to 5 cents in circulated condition. But under the right circumstances, it can be worth a fortune. In 2019, reports surfaced that a pristine 1957 D penny, possibly with a unique mint error, sold for $1.8 million at a private sale. While this exact transaction isn't publicly confirmed by major auction houses, it sent shockwaves through the coin collecting community. Was it a rare error? A double die? A one-of-a-kind composition? Here's what can drive a penny's value into the stratosphere, like double dies, off-center strikes, or repunched mint marks. Unique metal compositions, such as a penny mistakenly struck on a silver planchet, proof-like or specimen finishes, usually not meant for circulation. High-grade condition, MS67 or higher from PCGS or NGC. So, if you have a 1957 D wheat penny, check for a clearly doubled date or mint mark. Perfect surfaces with zero wear-off metal signs, like unusual weight or color. Now, most 1957 D pennies sell for under $1, even in decent shape. But certified MS67 plus red examples can fetch hundreds, and rare error coins can reach thousands. The $1.8 million figure? Likely an extreme case, ultra-rare error plus perfect grade plus private collector with deep pockets. So, could your 1957 D penny be worth a fortune? It's a long shot, but not impossible. Carefully inspect it or get it graded by PCGS or NGC to know for sure. Because one little copper coin might just change your life. Do you have a rare penny in your pocket? Drop a comment below if you've ever found something amazing in your spare change, and don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more coin treasure hunts. 1958 D wheat penny, and answering the million-dollar question, is there really one worth $1.8 million? Smash the like button and let's dig into the mystery. First, the facts. The 1958 D Lincoln wheat penny was minted in Denver, with over 800 million coins produced. That makes it one of the most common wheat pennies ever. It's the last year the classic wheat reverse design was minted before the switch to the Lincoln Memorial. So why the hype? What could make such a common coin potentially worth millions? In numismatic circles, rumors have swirled for years about a 1958 D wheat penny with a major minting error, a double die obverse similar to the famous 1955 variety. Here's where it gets wild: a 1958 no D double die obverse penny does exist, and one reportedly sold for over $1 million in a private sale. But as of today, no verified 1958 D double die obverse has ever surfaced publicly. If one did exist, experts say it could easily fetch $1.50 to $2 million due to its extreme rarity and collector demand. If you've got a 1958 D penny, here's how to check for value. Look for a clear D under the date. Uncirculated or red coins are more valuable. Use a magnifier to spot doubling on the date or letters like Liberty and In God We Trust. If you think you found doubling, don't clean the coin. Take it to a professional grader like PCGS or NGC. In reality, most 1958 D wheat pennies are worth 1 to 10 cents, depending on condition. However, high-grade examples, especially MS67 red from PCGS or NGC, can bring in $100 to $250 plus. But unless a verified double die surfaces, the $1.8 million version remains a numismatic unicorn, a legend still waiting to be discovered. So, is there a 1958 D wheat penny worth $1.8 million? Not yet. But if you ever find a legit double die, you could change numismatic history. Have you checked your change lately? Drop a comment if you've got a 1958 D. Like this video, subscribe for more rare coin content, and ring that bell so you don't miss future uploads.